Nigeria faces grave threats from ruthless terrorist factions like Boko Haram and the Islamic State. Their military is in dire need of a comprehensive overhaul and expansion to effectively counter these threats. However, the path to modernization is fraught with challenges, primarily stemming from budgetary constraints. Despite the urgent need for advanced weaponry and equipment, Nigeria must navigate the delicate balance between capability and cost-effectiveness. This necessitates a strategic approach to procurement, seeking out solutions that offer the greatest impact within budgetary limitations. In 2016, Nigeria made a significant investment by acquiring the JF-17 jets. In the late 2000s, Pakistan and China kicked off production of the Block 1 version of the aircraft, with Block 2 JF-17s entering service with the Air Force in 2015. Deliveries of the Block 3 edition, with new ESA radar, new navigation gear, and better armaments, got underway to the Pakistani Air Force in March 2023. While the fighter jet program is a partnership between Pakistan and China, China handles most of the big tasks like weapon systems integration, structural components, onboard systems including flight control software, mission planning software, and other mission-critical applications, technical support for the JF-17 Thunder, etc. It has Western avionics and a Russian engine. While Pakistan focuses on other aspects such as assembly and the JF-17's airframe, which is composed of 58% Pakistani and 42% Chinese components. After the 3-jet deal with Nigeria, there haven't been any follow-up orders. Instead, they opted for 24 light attack transonic fighter jets from Italy, costing $1.2 billion. The most logical choice for Nigeria would have been the latest version of the JF-17s, the Block 3 variant, given their existing familiarity with the JF-17. Well, there are several potential reasons why Nigeria chose a Western aircraft over the Chinese JF-17. One significant factor revolves around the issue of spare parts and maintenance. The JF-17, namely the Block 1 and Block 2, are equipped with RD-93 engines. However, due to sanctions imposed on Russia, obtaining spare parts and conducting maintenance has become increasingly challenging. Despite the JF-17 being designed to withstand sanctions, the reality is that these restrictions have impacted its operability. Reports even surfaced indicating that Pakistan directly approached Russia in an attempt to procure RD-93 engines, bypassing China altogether. However, the situation was complicated by the fact that in 2018, Rosoboronexport, the entity authorized to export defense equipment, such as RD-93 engines and spares, was sanctioned by the US. This development further exacerbated the challenges faced by the Pakistan Air Force in sourcing essential engine spares for the JF-17. Another potential reason for Nigeria's decision could be dissatisfaction with the quality and performance of the JF-17. This sentiment is echoed by similar experiences reported elsewhere. For instance, Myanmar, another operator of the JF-17s, has encountered issues with the aircraft's operational capability. Reports from Myanmar-based Naranjara News citing sources indicate that military junta leader expressed disappointment with the JF-17 Thunder, deeming them unfit for operations. The report said that soon after the delivery of the aircrafts, the Burmese Air Force were forced to ground the planes, as structural cracks and other technical issues were detected. The third reason might be that the JF-17 could be a victim of politics. The People's Democratic Party, which initially brokered the JF-17 deal, had a more favorable stance towards Chinese and Russian weaponry. However, with the All Progressives Congress currently in power, there has been a noticeable pivot towards Western countries. This change in political orientation might have influenced Nigeria's decision to explore alternatives to the JF-17. But whatever the reason, Nigeria is choosing the Aermakchi M346 Master, which costs about the same as the JF-17. It has twin engines that can reach transonic speed and can function as advanced jet trainers and light combat aircraft. It can carry a range of light weapons but is not optimized for frontline combat. Nevertheless, Nigeria is now seeking to procure 15 dedicated fighter jets to replace its outdated Chengdu F-7NI fleet. China is promoting its JF-17 again, likely the Block 3 variant. However, this latest iteration comes at a significantly higher cost compared to its predecessors, owing to the integration of advanced technologies.
There are these glossies advertising on the latest state-of-the-art equipment and weapon systems and so on. But look at the price tag. And is that your requirement? What you need is affordable defense and affordable, reliable defense.
India is also striving to expand its presence in Africa's arms market, as it aims to achieve its target of $5 billion in exports by 2025. African nations are showing interest in Indian military equipment, such as the BrahMos missile, 55mm advanced towed artillery guns, Akash missile system, armored vehicles, and Pinaka rockets and launchers. India has deployed armed forces officers in Africa for diplomatic purposes. They will facilitate military cooperation, promote arms sales, and negotiate defense contracts. Last year, the Indian military invited army chiefs from over 30 African nations to inspect domestically produced helicopters, drones, and artillery, with the goal of enhancing India's collaboration with African countries. Nigeria, in particular, has shown interest in acquiring India's indigenous LCA Tejas and helicopters, along with other Indian-made weapons. Undoubtedly, China holds a significant presence in Africa, with a firm grip on the continent's resources. Its dominance even poses challenges for U.S. companies seeking access to vital supplies. China's primary aim in Africa revolves around securing access to natural resources through investments in oil fields, mines, production facilities, infrastructure, and export markets for Chinese manufactured goods. However, India has demonstrated that China's dominance can be contested, particularly in terms of offering cost-effective and reliable products. A prime example is the penetration of Indian bikes into African markets, challenging China's long-standing supply of inexpensive finished bikes to the continent. India's success in this endeavor stemmed from meticulous market research, identifying African needs and tailoring products accordingly. Indian companies didn't just stop at offering products, they prioritized customer service, establishing training facilities to enhance local talent and educate buyers about the superiority of Indian-made vehicles. India's defense minister promised a collaborative approach, including help in setting up of defense manufacturing units and sharing research and development efforts. Such an approach is likely to garner greater trust from African countries. So, will we soon see Indian fighter jets in Africa? India has extended an offer of its Tejas fighter aircraft to Nigeria, with Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar lending diplomatic weight to the proposition, especially amid stiff competition from Chinese counterparts. What sets India's offer apart is a more attractive financial package, featuring a line of credit with substantially lower interest rates compared to China's offerings. India's line of credit programs are known for their transparency and accountability measures. Projects funded by these lines of credit undergo scrutiny to ensure they benefit recipient countries without imposing undue financial burdens or compromising sovereignty. In contrast, some of China's loans and investments have raised concerns about debt traps, potentially leading to loss of sovereignty or control over strategic assets for recipient countries. Moreover, India has offered to train Nigerian pilots at the IAF training school, nurturing a long-term defense relationship. Additionally, India proposes deploying HAL personnel to Nigeria for 3 years to support ground crews in operating and maintaining the Tejas fleet. Another reason that might favor India is the availability of F404 engine parts, renowned for its reliability and ease of maintenance. While the RD-93 engine of the JF-17 is known for ruggedness and suitability for harsh environments, it may not enjoy the same reputation. Furthermore, the Tejas boasts a superior safety record compared to the JF-17, with only 1 reported crash as opposed to 4 for the latter. In terms of combat capabilities, the Tejas outmatches the JF-17 with its ability to carry twice as many beyond visual range (BVR) missiles. Utilizing state-of-the-art technologies like stealth coating, advanced ESA radar, lightweight composite materials for enhanced agility, an advanced mission computer, high-performance digital flight control system, cutting-edge self-protection jammer, and an electronic warfare suite. However, despite these advantages, potential export of the Tejas to Nigeria faces a significant obstacle. In 2021, U.S. lawmakers halted a proposal to sell AH-1 Cobra attack helicopters to Nigeria, due to concerns over human rights abuses by the Nigerian government. Since the Tejas employs a U.S.-made engine, similar concerns could arise, potentially complicating the export of Tejas fighter jets to Nigeria.